tell, today I'm going to be reviewing Eleanor and Park by Rowell. I don't have the physical copy of this book because I got it from my library. I guess I'm just going to start with the synopsis of this book. Eleanor and Park is about two misfits falling in love, and that's all you need to know going into this book. I guess if you want a little more, Eleanor is in a rough situation. She has a lot of siblings and she doesn't get that much attention from her parents. Her father's abusive and bad. And then we have Park, who is, I believe he's Korean, and he's kind of a misfit because he likes comic books and music, and compared to like the jocks of the 1980s, which this book is set in the 1980s. And his parents are very loving. He has a brother. One day, Eleanor gets onto the bus. She's a new girl at this school and there's no seats left, but there is a spot next to Park, and he lets her sit by him, and soon they start talking. And yeah, it's a really amazing book and I definitely recommend it. I give this book 5 stars. Although I gave both Fangirl and Eleanor and Park 5 stars, I rank Fangirl above Eleanor and Park because I loved Fangirl so much and I related to Fangirl a little bit more just because I am a fangirl. I can really relate to the teens in this book, Eleanor and Park, because I am a teen and I am that awkward and I sit and ignore people and stare out the window. I've never read anything like it. Now, after this book, I wanted to mourn because the ending is, I'm not going to spoil you, but I wanted to mourn, and so I was like, I don't want to mourn, what am I going to do? So I picked up Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. Read this in one day. Had to grab Lola, of course. Read this in one day. And then picked up Isla because I love these books so much. This book took me a few more days, but when I got to the end of this book, it was a Sunday, and I read this, I finished up Isla, then read Just One Year, then read Just One Night. So I read 3 books that day. I was very proud of myself. So yes, I definitely recommend Eleanor and Park. If you haven't read it, go pick it up because it's really, really good, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And now we're going to move on to the spoilery section, so if you haven't read it, please leave. You don't want to be spoiled. Bye! Let's move on to the spoilery section. One of my favorite scenes of the whole book was the cell phone scene. Or not the cell phone scene, but the phone scene. Obviously, it's the 80s. When she's over at her crazy dad's house, not the one who abuses her, but the other one, the biological father's house, and she calls Park up and they're talking, and I thought that was the cutest conversation ever, especially when he's like, I miss you, it was so cute. Another favorite scene of mine was when they went on a date into the city, and that's the cutest date ever. They sit at a park bench and they just talk, and it was so adorable. What I really found powerful in this book was towards the end when they're traveling up to Eleanor's uncle's, and there's a little snippet of it because they're going back and forth between perspectives so quickly. There's a little snippet where they're about to do the diddly-hoo, and then Park stops Eleanor because he knows there's going to be another chance. And we start to doubt that, you know, when she doesn't talk to him and all that jazz. But I truly believe that they have an honest chance to be together, and I think they should be together forever because they're so cute. But the reason why I say that is because I think it's powerful that he stopped her because he knew. He knew. Altogether, I just loved Eleanor and Park, and I definitely think you guys should go read it. If you have read Eleanor and Park, then go on Twitter or Instagram, picture, tweet, whatever, and use the hashtag BLAIR'S, and I'll check it out, or tag me at @VintageBlair. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.